Can you tell that I'm filming a lot of these videos at once? I feel like it's pretty obvious. So, Leah on the Offbeat by Becky Albertalli. I'm reviewing it. Yay! This book was absolutely one of my favorites in August, and I had a lot of feelings about it, so I am doing this review. This is going to be pretty spoilery, so if you haven't read the book now, please read it and come back. I will say goodbye to you for now. Please watch this again when you are done reading. Are they gone yet? Hello, people who have read the book. This is an adorable story, and I absolutely love it. It is a superb sequel to Simon vs. the Homo sapiens agenda, and Leah is literally perfection. I will love her till the day I die. This book is about Leah, obviously, and she goes through a lot in this book. For starters, her mother is dating an older man, and Leah is not super cool with it. One thing I loved about Leah's mother is we learned that she actually had Leah when she was a senior in high school. So it's kind of interesting seeing that teenage mom story from the daughter's perspective. I feel like we don't get stories like that a lot. The relationship she has with her mother is one of my favorite things in this book. It feels so authentic and so real, and they fight at times and they don't get along and they make up and they have these really sweet emotional talks. It just feels like a real family, and I love that that's in this book. I sometimes have issues with family things in books because I'm just like, okay, yeah, you're here for like a chapter and then we never see you again, because I read dystopian books a lot. But, you know, she didn't disappear after the first chapter. She was here for most of it, and I love that she really did try with Leah, even though Leah didn't appreciate it at times. That hits me right here, because teenagers are definitely like that. We do not appreciate our parents enough as teenagers. The biggest plot, I think, in this book is Leah dealing with her sexuality. While her mother knows she is bisexual, she hasn't really told anybody else. And the book is her really dealing with that. We see her and Abby when Abby first came to Georgia and realized that they are really close, like really best friends, and it kind of stalled and stopped, and you didn't really know why. You got Leah's perspective, and you see Leah kind of slowly grow this crush, and then later on you hear Abby's side of it, and it is revealed that Abby also has a crush on Leah, and that's why the friendship ended. And of course, once the friendship ended, that is when Nick and Abby started dating. And early on in the book, Leah says she feels uncomfortable when she's with Nick and Abby, and she doesn't know why. And I feel like everybody in the audience reading it is just kind of like, oh honey, I know why. I 100% knew why she felt uncomfortable at the very beginning. So we see Leah dealing with her feelings for Abby, and we see Abby kind of coming to terms with her feelings too. One thing I will say that I did not like is I did not like the way Leah reacted when Abby came out to her. It was very harsh and rude and unexpected, and it just, I did not like it at all. I did not like the way she reacted. I did not like the way she treated Abby, and it just, as much as I love Leah, I just really don't, I don't like that. Another thing I love about this book, or not really love, it's kind of sad actually, is Leah and her friends are going through a lot. They are all kind of worried about going off to college and not really seeing each other. And then in the midst of all of that, Abby and Nick break up, and Simon is really worried because he thinks the breakup is going to really break the group apart forever. And he and Leah have a couple of talks about that, and while it is really sad and it is a worry to, lose friends in life, it does sadly happen. I don't really talk to any of the friends I had in high school, And it's just like, as sad as it is, it's kind of a part of life. If you go your separate ways to different colleges, sooner or later you lose contact. Not saying that always happens. That's not what I'm saying. That just feels like what happens a majority of the time. This book definitely talked about it in a way that made you realize it could happen, but that it probably wouldn't with this group. And the book ends in kind of a quintessential teenage rom-com movie. All of the early 2000 rom-com movies with teenagers ended with a big dance, and this is where that book ended, is with a big dance. So they all go to prom. We see that Nick is doing some stuff. We learn earlier in the book, after the breakup between him and Abby, that he's not taking it well at all. And some stuff happens with Nick at this dance, and while I don't necessarily agree with what he did, it leads to Leah and Abby being together. So it's like, thank you in a weird way. Thank you. So, again, some stuff happens with Nick, and some stuff happens with Leah and Abby. Leah and Abby talk and kind of apologize to each other and make up. And I kind of don't want to spoil it, but I'm gonna. So if you haven't read it, just don't listen to what I'm saying right now. I'm gonna hold up my hand, and when it's down, you can, read audio it. Basically, Leah and Abby are talking, and it is revealed earlier on in the book that Leah loves to draw. And to make some money, she thought about doing commissions on Tumblr, but didn't think she would get very many, so she didn't really go forward with the idea. Well, she gets a message on her Tumblr, and it is about a picture of two girls kissing at prom, and Abby and Leah kiss, and Simon and Bram see, and Leah tells Simon that she is bisexual, and I literally cry every time I think about it, because Leah and Abby kissing is just so cute, and oh my gosh, they're so cute. Okay, end of the spoilers, but basically Leah and Abby end up together, and I didn't want to spoil how, because it's so cute. Please read it if you haven't, because they're so cute. You have no idea how much I love them, you guys. So that's pretty much how the book ends. And again, I could talk on and on and on and on and on about how cute Leah and Abby are. I ship them forever and ever and ever. They are adorable and so cute. But the overall plot of this book was very, very teenagers growing up and moving on in the world. And while there was a really cute romance between Leah and Abby, and of course Simon and Bram, there was also an overarching story of growing up and moving on in the world. And I really, really liked that a lot. It was so good. I believe Becky Albertalli was a high school counselor, so again, I feel like that really helped her make these teenagers sound like teenagers, which really, in my opinion, helped boost this story's plot and characters and storylines forward. I feel like if they weren't as human sounding, I wouldn't have liked it as much, and I loved it, so that is saying something. So that is my review of Leah on the Offbeat. It's amazing, and if you haven't read it, please go read it. I give it 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads because it is so good, and I am definitely rereading and re-listening to it because I need it in my life always, and it's definitely on my top 10 list of 2018, I think, of books. It's so good. So again, if you haven't read Leah on the Offbeat, please go read it because it is amazing. And if you haven't read Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda, first of all, what are you doing? That's also amazing. But please go read both of these books. Becky Albertalli is a literal genius, and I love her work. And I cannot wait to read all of her other things. If you enjoyed this review, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below. I have all of my social media down there if you want to give that a look. And as always, please subscribe. It really helps me out. And I will see you guys here soon with a new video. Bye!